Hi all, welcome to Tech Learners. Today we are going to discuss about why wait, notify all methods are in object class, but not in multi-threaded related classes like thread or enable interface. So before going to the discussion, please subscribe our channel. So let's try let's deep dive into the discussion. Object is the parent class or superclass in Java for every class, right? This we already know. Let's try. This is object. Let's say. So as we are going to we are discussing about multi-threading. So what is thread and how we can create thread? We can create thread in Java one way. Thread t is equal to new thread. It's work right? It's fun right? We can create thread thread is equal to new thread and but we can achieve multi-threading environment in Java two ways. Creating thread is one way. Getting multi-threaded environment is two ways. First one is first one is extending extending from thread class. Second one is implementing from runnable, right? Okay. So as we think they can keep these three methods wait, notify all. These three methods they can keep either thread class or enable interface. But why they didn't? Okay, as we are achieving multi-threaded environment, and these three methods will be available and will be part of multi-threaded environment. So these three methods can be kept in thread or enable interface. But why? But why they didn't? So let's try. First, let's try what is the method signature of the these three methods: public, final, void, wait method, which throws interrupted exception, right? Public, final, void, notify method. Sorry, public, final, void, notify all. Okay, let's try. So, as we are as we can achieve multi-threaded environment two ways, the Java people can keep these three methods either thread class or runnable interface. First try what will happen if these three methods present in thread class. First this first option. Let's try one with one example by taking one class as example. Okay, class sample thread extends from thread class. Okay, as if for example if these three methods are in thread class and if I extending from thread class as parent class method child class can see, right? So by inheritance we can achieve these three methods in our class and we can override whatever implementation we want and we can implement these three methods in our child class, which is fine, which doesn't have any problem, which doesn't seems to be absolutely fine if we extending from a third class. Let's try one more way. Class sample thread implements from runnable. Okay, is these methods will be available when this class? Absolutely no, because we are keeping these three methods in third class, and third is the child class of enable interface. As in Java, parent class cannot see the child class methods, but child class can see the parent class method. As these three methods are there in third class, which is child class, and enable is the parent class. Parent class doesn't cannot see these three methods, so which is invalid point. So this is the one reason why they didn't keep these three methods in third class. Listen carefully. If these three methods present in third class, what will happen? If we create a class which extends from third class, as these three methods are available in third class, those methods will be available in our child class, as we are extending from third class. Okay, so we can override these methods. But what happen if we implement from enable? Okay, we already know. One second. Thread implements from enable interface. So parent class cannot see child class method, but child class can see the parent class method. As we are keeping those three methods in third class, which is child class, enable class, which is parent class, cannot see the child class of this method. So which is wrong. Either this case is failed. Okay, next one. So that's why they are not kept these three methods in third class. Let's try. What will happen if we keep second option is in present in runnable interface. Let's try this also with an example. Class sample runnable implements from runnable. If the Java people are kept these three methods in runnable, whenever we are implement say our class from enable interface, absolutely we can override these methods, right? No problem, no issue. Notify, notify all, right? This is absolutely fine. Okay, no issue. Okay, then the second way, the second way of implementing multi-threaded sample enable extends from thread. This is also valid point because as we are keeping three methods in enable interface, enable is the class, parent interface of third class, and child class can see the methods of parent class, right? So if we keep these three methods in parent class, there is no issue, and this whenever this class also will have these three methods, right? So no issues. But the issue here is, so this seems to be valid point for both the things. But whenever when we want these three methods, when there is inter-thread communication, if we have inter-thread communication in our application, and if we want to communicate from one thread to another thread, then only we need these three methods. Unless and until we don't need these three methods, right? But enable is single abstract method, which have only one method. Okay, But always we should is it recommended to keep all the methods in enable? No, absolutely no. Because whether we need or we don't need, we should implement we should override all the three methods in all three methods whenever we implement enable, right? But which doesn't seems to be a good idea. If we keep any method in interface and if we implement that interface, we should provide implementation at least default default implementation of the three methods, which doesn't make sense. So this also invalid. So that's why object class came into picture. So they need one class, which is a class, not an interface. So if that is a class, so we don't need to in, implement all the methods for implementation, right? And which is class, which is object. So if we need, we can override. If we don't need, we can ignore, right? And which is parent of both thread and enable. That is object class. So that is the reason they kept wait, notify all methods in object class, not in thread or enable. So thread, if we keep present, if we keep these three methods in present, there is one problem is there. If we keep these three methods in enable, there is also problem because if we keep any methods before 1.8, if we keep any methods in uh, interface, whenever we implement that interface, we should provide in implementation logic for all the methods, which doesn't seems to be not recommended. That is why they need a class. They need the Java people need a class which is parent for both thread and enable. That is the reason they kept in object class. Okay, thank you guys. If you have any doubts, please share me. I will update you. Thank you. Thanks you once again, and please don't forget to don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.